gentlemen, boys and girls, children of older ages, and gifted animals, welcome to the Bad Fanfiction Panel! Okay. So tonight we have some special stories, ones we've actually never done before. Yep. Some of them we only read part of, so we'd be just as shocked as you. So I think it's going to be a grand old time.
Absolutely.
Joe, why don't you start us off?
Absolutely. So
appropriately.
To give you just a tiny quick backstory before we hop into this first one, as some of you know, if you've attended, by the way, who all here has been to a Bad Fanfiction panel of ours in the past?
Yay.
Yeah, good job. As a lot of you know, then in that case, finding bad fanfiction is a little bit of a balancing act. Like, you can find fanfiction that's actually competently written, but just kind of which isn't very funny. And you will find a lot of bad fanfiction that's purposefully written as terrible as possible, which, while can be funny, it's kind of easy to be like, they tried a little too hard.
Literally the only one that ever pulled that off was My Immortal.
Yeah.
It is the only story ever that was a troll that was so well done it was believed as real for years and years and years. It's the only one that has ever worked.
So having said that, we've been kind of expanding our horizons and finding out, as much as we can. And as some of you know, from last year, we've been outsourcing a little bit of our bad fanfiction writing. In particular, to artificial intelligence. So there's a software called Botnik that will allow you to take a material, upload all of the contents of the material, and then generate a fan fiction off of it, essentially. Last year we did Avengers. It was basically a script for Avengers Endgame. At Anime Milwaukee we did one for Harry Potter.
Last year's Avengers Endgame script miraculously included Mr. Peanut and Snoop Dogg.
It did.
So that was the Super Smash Brothers everyone's here of the Avengers.
It was fascinating, but this year we decided to do something a little bit different. Instead of just getting a bad fan fiction, we want to right the wrongs of history. Because this bad fan fiction is an AI's attempt to write Game of Thrones Season 8, Episode 1. If anyone here's seen Season 8, it's really
We're
bad.
sorry for your loss because that was absolute dog shit.
It's bad. So, with that said,
It just put away. I hope it doesn't put reload. Okay, great.
With that said, what's the title of this?
Ladies and gentlemen, the title of this is Game of Thrones, Season 8, Episode 1, The Beast of Kindness. In a dark room somewhere, Varys and Tyrion are pacing around an intensely large knife. They seem deep inside their heads. Varys, the realm prospers when the realm is true. The rest is just logistics.
Tyrion, the world is a horror show of weapons and blood. Who would want to rule this palace of shit? Yeah, that's something you would say.
Tyrion makes a gesture of kissing himself. He casually pours another big wine. I have to imagine that what that is he has an enormous empty jug and he takes multiple bottles and empties them into the jug, and that is another big wine.
This huge wine!
Tyrion says,
does the phrase going to the war mean anything to you? No.
They interfere with each other and then separate. Interfere.
Is that like...
No, that's like they're both going in to kiss each other, but they both keep stopping each other like, no. And they eventually get frustrated and then separate. Varys thinks for a while and responds. Varys, morals are like bowls. I find myself utterly without them.
If anyone doesn't know about Game of Thrones, Varys is in fact a eunuch. So that's very accurate.
Tyrion smiles and rolls his eyes for a few minutes.
Wait, still going? Yeah.
Oh my god. Oh. Meanwhile, a floating boat at night.
Theon climbs the side of a warship like a shirtless spider. He falls onto the deck and spots his uncle braiding Yara's hair. Theon, stop your hands right now, you lord of prick.
Oh, now I'm supposed to be Yara. Okay.
No, that's the uncle.
Oh, I'm sorry, Uncle. What's his name again?
You're on, thank
All right, you're on. I don't even want to talk to you, wife boy.
Wife boy? Lord of Prick and Wife Boy.
Yes.
Sunday nights on CBS. Theon makes a brave face and uses his feet to step forward.
Bold decision.
It's more than Brain can do.
Oh.
Hey. He's the broken, Bran the broken, okay? They're showing up me. Yara smirks sympathetically at the table and turns around for a while.
She just spins in the chair for a while. Spin! Oh my god.
I made myself dizzy, damn it.
All right, Yara.
Oh, sure, I'll do Yara. You want the Iron People to be forgetting that you were away? I don't think so, little ass.
Theon says,
Theon.
Euron has beheaded your mind. It's time for the attack of me.
He's beheaded your mind? Yes. I think that's just beheading.
You don't fully behead someone, you just cut the top portion of their head off.
Ooh, not a clean cut.
No.
Theon hesitantly pushes his sword through his uncle's body and kills him instantly.
So is this like X-Men First Class where he just takes a sword and he's just like,
really slow. It was instant death. And Yara responds,
great, so now Theon is king of ships? What a spoiled day. Meanwhile, in Winterfell, there are lots of crowd. The Stark children are all seated like little lords in the great hall of Winterfell.
And this is Sansa. My people, I hope you all remember how much we like you.
Bran says, I have been looking into the months beyond. I'm doing this with way too much emotion. I have been looking into the months beyond now. I see that we are all still friends then.
Oh, you're an idiot.
Arya pushes her hands onto the table and looks at everyone intensely.
Arya, we're just floating around like cats in a castle. That's what cats do. I mean, I'm a cat owner.
Like cats in a castle, does that even count as an analogy? Oh my god. Bran tries to put his hand on Arya's shoulder, but can't. Even his arms are broken now.
No, it's because his chair is too far back. He's like, no. Oh, well, I'm stuck.
Sansa.
Oh, sure, I can do Sansa.
Yeah.
I just don't want anything about battles to happen.
Arya spins around and lunges at the top of the room. She flew to the ceiling.
I'm a kill dancer. I hate them with the pointy end. Hate.
So does that mean like she's a kill dancer? Does that mean she has like one of those knives in the front of her shoe like a James Bond villain?
Yes, and she hates them with the pointy end. Oh, I really hate you.
Sansa squeezes her hands nervously. Bran exits carrying Bran. So I have to imagine he just possessed dead Hodor and then carried himself out. That's the only image I have in my mind.
The next section is called a big enough balcony. It's not too big. It's big
This was
enough.
written before they actually built the sets, so that's like the set direction. Look, a balcony, big enough.
All right, this next line is so perfect. I can't help but think that this AI is becoming sentient. Jon is being beautiful and looking hard at things.
Are we sure that's not a stage direction, or not just a stage direction, and is instead a summary of his acting performance?
What is this, act coaching? I don't want it. You can go ahead and be Jon. Yeah, get it ready.
Jesus
Christ.
I'll not have much more of these dead people. They have been pissing me off.
Is that Jon Snow or Ringo Starr?
Yes.
Okay. All right, and then Daenerys. I am the queen of mountains. All I need now is a chair that says I'm important.
This is the best.
It's kind of what the Iron Throne is.
Oh my goodness.
Oh well.
Okay. John puts his arms around Daenerys and plays with her hair.
How romantic.
I want to put you on a horse and look at you for years.
That's actually a thing John would say, too. Like, that's the romantic that he is.
Are we sure this is not written by Jon Snow pretending
Oh!
to be an AI?
Daenerys wants it with this next line. Bring me with you to supper, you fools.
Tyrion and Varys sneak up behind them jokingly. Tyrion says,
Surprise! I am the Night King. I have come with violence.
Jon spins around like an angry storm, then tries to cut Tyrion's body off. Jon, the easily fooled. That's the Night King. Oh my God. Do not play the fool with me, dwarf. I am guilty of never having fun. That's just fact.
That's just a fact. Varys puts his hand on Jon's shoulder and moans. The most
And then Jon looks at him like,
I don't want it. Varys, the most unexpected events are always the most awful. That's not a thing to say to someone with your hand.
Is that a threat of surprise butt sex?
Well, it's not really a surprise anymore. The next section is called the Courtyard of Winterfell. Brienne and Podrick are practicing swords on the roof. Podrick is sweating and looks confused.
Yeah? Again, are we sure this is not a summary of the character instead of what's happening in this scene?
Brienne, keep your sword held. Use your back. Fight with your face like a lord. I'm gonna parry your sword.
I can only assume that means like he's supposed to look intense, but it's Podrick, so that's fucking lost cause. Podrick, speaking of a lost cause, I just want to be murdered so much, my lady.
Like a true squire. All I want is to die.
Please let me die. I crave release from this hell.
Jaime approaches through the gates of Winterfell. Brienne drops down and grabs the horse. Oh my. Jaime makes a face jokingly, then grins.
Jaime, the truth is coming. You look lovely.
Oh, Brienne turns red and serious.
Oh my God.
I swore a sacred oath to keep lumbering around the Seven Kingdoms until I die. Are we sure an AI wrote this? This is too accurate. Stop!
Sam and Gilly emerge from behind a giant horse. Well, in fairness, in order to hide Sam, it would have to be a giant horse.
Hey!
Okay, they're holding hands and covered in sweat. Oh no!
My father used to make me eat every book I read.
Gilly blinks 15 times. The only appropriate reaction.
The Room of the Iron Throne. This is fast-paced, man. This is like way faster paced than the actual season 8.
Nope. We got no time.
We see Cersei sitting on the Iron Throne, rubbing a bird skeleton in her lap.
Like that classic behavior that she always does in the show, rubbing a bird skeleton.
This next line, I'm not sure if this is hilarious or sexist or both. She looks like a woman who knows how to be shouting. Yeah. Cersei.
She's very experienced at shouting.
Cersei, I am the beast of kindness. Everyone is in love with me.
Yep, she's just as deluded as always.
So conceited, jeez. Grand Maester Qyburn enters with his head down. He licks his lips and touches the ground in a sex way.
Oh, and Cersei says,
Cersei, will we have some business?
I'm sorry, you need to say that better.
Will we have some business?
Qyburn, Your Grace, I have been laboring day and night to murder this rock. I'm afraid it might prove invincible.
Keep at it, Kyber. You're almost...
His service is invaluable as always.
Cersei! You can't be serious! How dare you be so handsome in my home?
This is so weird. Davos is perched on a nearby window. Caw!
No, she had the dead bird. You don't want to do that.
Oh, no.
The bird skeleton.
Listening in from above, he squints and smiles like a horse. Caw! I can't wait to tell my onions about this.
Because, Davos, he wasn't the onion knight, no. He actually had a collection of onions that he shared all sorts of stories
Which is why
with.
he was called the Onion Knight. This script has just about as much respect for Game of Thrones lore as actual season 8, so.
Yeah.
Outside in the north, Jon and Daenerys are walking through the woods. Jon sees the wall in the distance and seems intensely confused.
I would be too. I'd be like, the holy hell, didn't they get broken down in the last season? What? Do you want to be Jon?
Sure, I'll be Jon again. Jon, I don't know what that thing is, but I'll kill any bastard who touches it. No, I have no idea what the hell accent I was going for there.
Daenerys, I will ride a dragon even if you don't want me to. Go, girl. I will drink screams like wine.
Foreshadowing.
He knew.
This evil bitch. All right. Jon and Daenerys smile warmly at each other and take turns kissing a sword.
Like you do.
Like they do. They stop in place when they see Tormund sliding toward them on a horse corpse.
Tormund, what did you do to that poor horse?
He's like,
do you want to be Tormund?
I'm sorry, I broke myself with my own disgusting sound effects. Okay. You Tormund. You should never kneel for a fucking lord. All they want is to talk about words.
I personally like talking about words. Tormund laughs and pulls them all together into an embrace. They almost don't kiss, but then do.
All three of them.
Tormund makes a remembering face and becomes tense.
We have demons in our castle. They want to fight us and kill our army. This is not. Shut up.
Daenerys, I am the knife of dragons. Let me go make them stop it.
With just this knife. The great Jon. Oh, that's Jon. He's on the wrong side.
Yeah, Jon holds up.
Jon holds up his sword. Jon holds his sword up to show it's his turn to talk.
If the sword is like the talking stick, it's my turn.
It's the talking sword. Well, that's why they were kissing it. There were a panel of judges deciding on who got to talk first based on who made out with the sword better. It's a Winterfell tradition going back centuries. The graveyard lords are too powerful. We need to be afraid to melt them once and for all.
Tormund is actually doing it too.
Oh my God!
Go for it.
You go. No, you fucking
Okay,
try.
fine. I'll take Tormund.
You can't possibly do worse.
Do you understand me when I say that we are fools together? We will never not be alive if we fight. A flock of dead guys jump out of the shadows and make murdering motions with their arms. Oh, like a murder of crows? Is that the joke?
Yes.
Oh.
Fuck you.
That's unreasonable.
Jon Snow says.
No. Jon smiles meekly and nods in every direction with courage.
Looks like the fighting just got a little bit more here. The end.
Hey. Personally, I would have taken that over all of season 8.
Oh, absolutely.
Absolutely.
This is at least hilarious. This wasn't, it drives you insane with how terrible it is and you just start laughing because your brain can't handle what's happening in front of your eyes. All right. So, hope you guys like that one. What would you give that one a 6 out of 10? A 3.14? Sorry, I'm hungry.
We got a long ways to go. Suck it up.
Okay, so our next one, I think I actually downloaded this for the occasion. Our next one comes from a franchise. It's kind of a, well, it's kind of a niche little what would you call it, cult classic?
Yeah, there's not a whole lot of people at a convention like this that would know about this next anime.
I'm guessing no, probably not. So, what we're gonna do is, we're gonna talk about JoJo's Bizarre Adventure.
Are we though? Are we really?
Probably not. See, Jesus, what's up with the volume here? It's going like up and down. So it would be too easy, far too easy to just do a story about JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. Why? Because it wouldn't suck enough. JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. You can't really embellish on that without it just being really shitty. So instead, what we decided to do is an OC insert story.
JoJo's Mundane Adventure.
And it is called Childhood Friend by Sakura Hatsu. I just cannot wait. Our story begins. Chapter 1. What is it? I reborn as a baby in Japan. In the beginning, I didn't know. That's a true fact. I also, in the beginning, as I was born, didn't know.
Yeah. So is this an isekai? Is that what we're going with? It's an isekai, except start at the beginning. Back to baby.
Let me tell you my story. To the best part, you will need to wait a little more.
Ooh, I want the best part now.
I died in a tragic way.
Just take my word for it.
I was born, okay. I reborn as a baby in Japan. In the beginning, I didn't know. One thing led to another. I died in a tragic way. Because of that, I didn't forget my past life. I don't like to think that. Okay, that's just bullshit that they just made that up. Now they're speculating about shit. This is awesome.
You're really terrified, baby.
The author doesn't even know what's happening in his own story. I like to think that's what happened. You somehow don't know? And I am pretty sorry for my parents. At least they get all my money. He has a will to leave shit to his parents, apparently.
Is it a he or a she in this one?
I don't fucking know. Let's go with
find out.
Saheed. I have worked extra hours, even festive days, for 2 years. I get in my saving the incredible sum of 100,000 USA dollars.
Whoa! 100,000.
After several years?
Yeah.
Did he live with his parents to be able to save up that much money in several years? All right. With help of my... Oh.
Did they just answer the question moments later? Well, this isn't a thing
Shut up!
This isn't a thing that's ever happened in any format we've ever done on our YouTube series.
Nothing happened.
Okay.
With the help of my parents, aka I lived free under their roof.
Oh! So 1 sentence later!
Boy, is my face red. And external projects. In my past life, I was an engineer and a normal gamer / anime otaku.
I can relate.
The self-insert is real. I was working to get a robotics master degree in Japan. So Japan was my heaven. Yeah? I was living in Japan, therefore I lived in Japan. So I processed the master degree through my university in Japan. Where is this person living? I feel like I have no idea where we are geographically. Please send help. When I have get all my money needed to my expenses and I was an official student of Tokyo University, I left my natal country. I'm sorry, that was the end of a sentence. When I have get all the money needed to my expenses and I was an official student of Tokyo University, I left my natal country, Mexico, for my robotic dream. I don't think they know what the word natal country is. The country of Mexico is their mother who physically gave birth to them.
Also, if there's one thing I love about an isekai, it's learning about the financial situation of the character before they die and go to the new world.
I was reborn as a baby. In my past life, I was a mundane construction worker, but I was really an engineer, but I was an animator. Look, I spent several years with my parents saving up $100,000.
I had about $40,000 in my 401k.
What about $25,000 in student loan debt? Oh my God, Jesus Christ. Okay. When I have get all the money needed to my expense, I'm just reading it over, I'm losing my mind. At least I made reality half of my dream. Go to Japan. Well, for 2 weeks. Dude, just a fucking liar! I, crazy woman in the train station, screamed and take up. No, I'm sorry.
It was supposed to be a crazy
Please
woman.
stop. And let me, I don't know. Prepare yourselves. I, crazy woman in the train station, screamed and take us, comma, me, and another 2 people to the way of a train.
Wait.
Look, we have to move on. We're never.
So what she said.
We need to do way in stain mother.
So a crazy woman, what is this? She like tackled them in front of a train? Is that what they're saying?
Yes.
Her and 2 other people?
This is
It's like a football tackle with like 10-foot line
this woman's arm.
You're all coming with me!
She's one of the joy monsters from Lisa, and her arms are like 7 feet long.
Alright, perfect.
Alright. It was a suicide with triple homicide. I want kill.
Oh, sorry.
Kilimanjaro.
Running riot.
I didn't even have a chance to go to Tokyo University. I didn't get the chance to taste all the candy I see in the store. ... And the food. You know, that would be the last thing that went through my mind as I'm falling to the tracks to be brutally decimated by a train. Man, all that candy I could have eaten. I'll never know what Pocky tastes like. What the fuck? Oh my God. So after that incident, I'm sorry. So it looks like I reborn with all that in mind. And in Japan. Lucky me.
Wait a second. So she was reborn as a baby that knew that she died by getting hit by a train? That baby would come out the womb just like,
Like you're at like instantaneous with their absolutely 0 leg time. Hit by a train and then they open their eyes and they're an infant. The baby's like,
No, it'd be even better if the baby comes out and it's like, oh no, a train! The doctor's like, oh, that's a first. Let's give this, alright.
okay. So after that incident, okay, yeah, reborn in Japan. Lucky me. It's not lucky when you're literally the author, so, alright.
I'm so glad I got hit by that train.
Now I can live an entire lifetime in Japan. Oh my God, alright. So after that incident with the train, I waked up in an hospital.
Yeah?
Looking to a white ceiling when I wanted to get up. I couldn't. First, I am a vet.
What? Are you having a stroke?
This person is. This classic individual. When I wanted to get up, I couldn't. First, I am a vegetal, or have paralysis, or lose some limbs.
Sure hope all my limbs are intact.
Okay, I know this is our panel, but we need to form another panel that can sit behind us and confer with each other to then consult the big brains sitting behind them, so maybe they, 3 layers deep, can try to figure out what the fuck that was. I tried to move my hands. I managed to move them to my face. Oh, thank God. But wait a minute. So, okay. Imagine this is all in 2 seconds, in the span of 3 seconds. All right? Oh my God, am I paralyzed? Oh, I'm okay. So I see them so little and chubby, and then see that I was in something like a crib. This literally is, they were hit by the train and the next moment they opened their eyes and they were a baby. That's what this is.
Can a newborn infant actually move their arms that far?
You
I
know-
thought they're usually kind of just like,
No, they really
just kinda
can't.
like off
No.
to the side.
What you have to understand is, Joe, this is a person. This is the first person ever
Okay.
who legitimately remembers their entire past life, and they were scientifically certified to be reincarnated.
Great.
This is the voice of authority on this issue.
Awesome.
So you have to believe what
That's fantastic. Where's Jotaro Kujo?
Someone is going to be talking about how useless this is in Japanese before we're done here. I swear to God. All right. Oh my God. Let's skip those traumatizing years, please. Diaper and stuff. You're right. The end. I am a cute girl.
Okay.
Fuck's sake.
Now we know.
I am a cute girl, daughter of a beautiful blonde, almost white-haired gaijin lady. Are you for fucking real? By the way, you don't need to use the word gaijin as if you're speaking to Japanese when literally every other word you said was English. We get it, you're a weeb. Gaijin lady and a handsome black-haired Japanese man. Oh my God. Yeah, okay, so this is gonna be Jotaro's sister, isn't it? Is that what's about to happen? Is that what's about to fucking happen? My father is an heir of a prestigious family in Japan, a family wit. This person does not know how to spell the word with. Did they spell it correctly and then convince themselves that in a state of insanity, in a fit of insanity that they were wrong and then auto-replaced everyone with wit? A family wit, a lot of history in martial arts. He is Haninozuka, that is not a name. Mitsukuni, okay, we're halfway there. So we live in a Japanese classic mansion. You know those classic mansions. This person fancies them. This person is literally just stealing Jotaro's backstory.
Sure.
And is Jotaro just gonna be like some homeless kid? And this person is gonna have star plat? Is that where we're going? I don't like where this is going. Oh my God, all right. My father is an heir of a prestigious family in Japan, a family with love. My mother was a member of the ONU, more exactly, United Nations Peacekeeping, or Blue Helmets. Now she is a housewife. Her family was famous for their halberd skills in Europe and other stuff, but that is for other time. She is Rusaids.
Oh, really? That's for another time? Could you please tell us about it now?
Could you tell us
I'm
about,
really interested.
Could you tell us about the grades she got in middle school and that time when she was in high school and she rode a train and then it killed you, but now you're her daughter? Excuse me, sorry. My throat revolted. My full name, I can't believe it, is Haninozuka Okura. That doesn't make any fucking sense. Why are you not named after either of your parents? Okay. Oh wait, Haninozuka... This person is an asshole. They're writing in English and they wrote the name as if it was written in Japanese. They wrote it last then first. Oh my God. All right, I'm just adjusting to this spastic back and forth in this. Okura used to be my gamer tag. And, okay, Joe, your turn. Joe, and that's just about as much as I can take. Okura used to be my gamer tag in my past life.
There you go, yeah, perfect. Okura used to be my gamer tag in my past life, so it is weird. And I am pretty well versed in martial arts and survival stuff. It looks that I was the first grandchild of both families, so my grandpas wanted me to be a weapon. I don't know how to explain that, but you will understand later in the story.
No. Lies! You sit upon a throne of lies.
Every summer we went to their houses, 1 year Japan, 1 year Europe. In the beginning we went like family, the three of us. Those were the good years, all love and sweets. Well, that's where the candy comes from, right there. I started martial art at 3 years old.
Okay, guess what? Fuck this. We're done. Skipping ahead. Skipping ahead. I have had it. I'm about to lose my
Oh, wait a minute! What did she do when she was 4?
Right. Well, actually, we don't have to skip very far. We don't have to skip very far. Because this author knew they sucked. Because after this paragraph that I'm so fucking done with, the next sentence is, here is where the best part starts. Okay. Authors everywhere. If you write a bunch of bullshit, and you look at that bullshit, and you realize it's bullshit, and you know that bullshit that you know is bullshit is so bullshit that you have to follow that bullshit with the sentence, here's where the best part starts. Cut that bullshit! Anyway, here's where the best part starts.
Here's where the best part starts. Let me tell you about our neighbors. The Cujo, if you don't know. The Cujo!
You mean the Stephen King dog?
The father Cujo Sado. Sado, is that right? Sado? S-A-D-A-O.
He's never in the show, so your guess is fucking as good as mine.
Cujo Sado is a famous musician. I had never met man in my life, and I have been their neighbor since my birth.
Then you're fucking lying.
Nest, the mother Cujo Holly that is to the heirs of Joestar family. That was what my mom tell me, and that I has to be polite. Okay. This is the best part?
More lies!
To us. Holly is best friends with my mom, so I spend a lot of time with her and her son Cujo Jotaro. Hey, there he is. We are the same age and we go to the same school since kindergarten. 2 words. Our mothers are planning our wedding, but I don't think that is possible.
I am so fucking done. Imagine being this human. You're not only gonna write it, how old are they now? How old is she now? Do we have any idea?
Well, she's the same age as Jotaro.
She called this childhood friends, and in chapter 1, she's going to marry Jotaro. Can you imagine? Don't build to that nothing, just like introduction of Jotaro. We're about to be married.
This next sentence, I think, really sums up the entirety of JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. Sometimes I call him Jojo because is more easy. That was the first clue of where I am now, but because it was too silly. A year? It's Y-E-A-H. My parents go to business trip a lot of time, so I ended staying with Holly and JoJo all the time. No, it's Holly and JoJo now.
Sorry, let me cut in for these. Fun fact, people from the high society believe that the best people to take care of their children are other people of the same social circle because they don't have to worry about abduction. Because the other party wants to give a good impression in the social circle, so this is a common practice in the high society and is commonly explode in light novels, anime, and manga, of course.
That wasn't a fun fact! I didn't have any fun! And I also don't think it was a fact! This is doubly wrong!
Look, I cannot confirm or deny. I just read the words written, Joe. Believe it or not, I did not fucking write this shit.
I don't believe you. If anyone's gonna write a freaking self-insert of being a girl who falls in love with Jotaro Kujo.
Touché.
Yeah. I will set this only one time. I really love Aunt Holy. My parents were obsessed with martial arts and healthy food, so I wasn't allowed to eat sweet things or snacks.
Oh, sorry, hang on.
Or snakes.
That is not how you proceed. I really love this person. That is like, well, I'm only gonna see this one time. I really love Aunt Holly, okay?
Just don't make me say it again! The line is, so I wasn't allowed to eat sweet things or snacks, but it's S-N-A-K-S. So I'm gonna go with snakes. Mom, I really want to eat this snake! No.
It wants to eat you too, honey. Put it back on the ground.
But Aunt Holy convinced them to let me eat. She told them, well, I mean, she's gonna be fat anyway, so it is well. I'm just kidding.
Oh,
so she told them, and this is underlined for extra emphasis, don't you feel sad because I couldn't eat the sweets other kids in the school eat?
With an exclamation point at the end. So hang on.
This is not an explanation.
Oh, it's just a period.
Yeah.
Don't you feel sad because I couldn't eat the sweets other than the kids in the school eat? I think that's supposed to be a question, but the author has failed.
Holy is saying? Weird. They put the condition that every note greater than 90 is a candy or treat I can get. Every note? Grade?
Why are you looking at me?
It's a grade, okay.
Oh,
all right, thank you.
Okay.
Our expert panel, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much. Thank you. We'll need your
You
clarification
need to
later.
pay at least $90.
Greater than 90 is a candy or treat I can get, so I have pretty good notes in school. Please, I am a graduated engineer. Yeah, all right. Well, whatever.
What a bunch of bullshit is this? You know what this is like? You guys ever play Enter the Gungeon?
Oh yeah.
You know the clone item you can unlock? That's what this is. This motherfucker died in another life and got respawned as an engineer in a fucking baby's body. This is cheating life hack bullshit. All right, and now it's time for another fun fact. In families that have a story in martial arts, believe that home chores are good for the martial artists, and they believe that modern snakes are poison and pretty much banned them. This information is for a friend of mine that his family has a Taekwondo gym dojo salon. For 3 generations, his big brother is going to be the 4th. My friend specializes in another martial art, archery, so there I have a lot of info too. I want to go home! Then he hit the puberty and stopped talking to me. You know what happened? She was talking and Jotaro was just like, yare yare dase. Walked away forever.
No, he's literally like, hey, how's it going?
Yare yare dase. Then stop. Well, not puberty. And then she comes over yelling, he's like, shut the fuck up, bitch! If he talks to his mom that way, what chances a random next door neighbor have? Well, not puberty, he was like 17-year-old. Oh, late bloomer! I also don't believe you've seen that motherfucker. He started lifting weights at 12. He was like 17 years old, almost 18. He said that a will be in danger if I get near him. If he just... Don't ask me. If he just know what... This person doesn't even know what their own accent is, so they just keep changing up the fucking jargon. If he just know what I have to do every summer...
Oh, dear. That children is going to be a case of the vapors. Oh, my.
Oh, I almost forgot to tell. I am pretty sure I have a stand. All right, so... Be ready for this to be more powerful than Star Platinum. I haven't read this far, but be ready. Because after I started my training in martial arts, I have always seen a lady following me, and she resembles a lot Star Platinum from JoJo's Bizarre Adventure.
Are you familiar with that material?
Jotaro, have you ever seen JoJo's Bizarre Adventure? So I'm choosing to interpret this via death of the author. That in this world, in the world of JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, JoJo's Bizarre Adventure also exists. The Joestars have so much money that they have made an anime based on themselves.
Technically, that's not too far from the truth, though.
No.
The manga writer in part 4 was basically taking the ideas of stands and then putting it in music.
That's true. That's true. Okay. I made sure no one's... I scrolled down. Okay. She is a lot more delicate than him. She is slender and with a look of... I'm sorry, I'm just reading this like a woman. She's a lot more delicate than him. She is slender and with a look of fragility. Is this woman sexist against herself? She has really beautiful black long hair with the same
Also, I just want to address something real quick.
Yeah.
So she's a child
Yeah.
learning karate,
Maybe.
and she notices that a woman is following her around.
Not clear.
Did you stop and think to say like, hey, there's this lady following me. I might get kidnapped or something? I don't know. You're like, nah, just don't tell anybody about that. She's probably
Hey, when
fine.
it's a stand, nobody else can see it.
Right, but she would bring it up, you'd think.
No.
All right, well, I'm
she's
sorry.
fine with
I'm
being
sorry, I'm
followed by.
thinking too much about this.
She's fine with being followed by like Spice Girl. No, wait, that's season 5. That's season 4. Fuck, never mind. I'm saying that was terrible. Yeah. All right. No, that's actually a stand in season 4.
Okay, I'll take your word for it.
Oh well. Okay. She has really beautiful black long hair with the same water effect Star Platinum has. The same. Wow, the creativity. 10 out of 10. The same pattern decorating her body. Okay, cut to the chase. It's Star Platinum. With boobies and a vagoo.
Yeah.
I just read ahead, that's what it says. Wearing a 2-piece mini dress, so Star Platinum. Her skin color is lilac, so I called her Lily. But I like fairies more, so she is a fairy until someone tell me otherwise.
There's a lot of jokes that can be made.
You know, Joe, I know you don't look anything like a fairy, but you're a fairy until someone else tells me otherwise. I dare you.
He's not a
Fuck,
fairy.
thank you. I made sure no one see her, more specifically her skills, so no one knows about her. Well, I kind of have a couple of little slips in summer hell training directly with my grandpas, plural. So only they know and believe that it is that is because I am a genius.
Hey, grandpas, I have an imaginary friend. Oh, we believe you because you're a genius.
That girl ain't right. She has a degree in engineering at the age of 14. Oh my God. All
Know a
right.
thing or two about imaginary friends and how they can exist in this physical space.
I just realized that this entire paragraph is a single sentence and I've been taking breaks. So here we go. Oh, I almost forgot to tell. I am pretty sure I have a stand because after I started my training in martial arts, I have always seen a lady following me, and she resembles a Star Platinum from JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. She is a lot more delicate than him. She is slender and with a look of fragility. She has really beautiful black long hair with the same water effect Star Platinum has, the same pattern decorating her body, and the same linen covering her private parts. She is like wearing a 2-piece mini dress. Her skin is color is. God damn.
Fail!
Right.
Try again. We're gonna be here until you get it right.
Why don't you ask them if that's the case before you speak for everyone? Alright. But I really try that no one see. I know no stand users can't see her because I literally don't know when I will meet a stand user. Or,
How does she know what a stand is?
you know, it's times like these where asking that question seems like a luxury. If he or she is a good or guy or a bad or guy, I can be kidnapped and be part of the bad guys if I am not cautious enough. You kidnapped and be part of the bad guys? Does that mean that before she has ever uttered the name Dio, she somehow knows that Dio uses the mind bugs? Is that what that means?
Well, yeah, haven't you seen JoJo's Bizarre Adventure?
You're right. I'm sorry. Will blow
Be
the fuck
familiar
up.
with the source material.
Get wrecked, Will. Her skills, well, she kind of healed my wounds, but what?
She kind of.
She had Band-Aids and stuff.
Lily, I broke my arm.
Hey, that kind of healed it. Can you maybe try a little harder with those apparently supernatural powers?
And Lily's just like.
Lily's just like, I can't be asked. And then she just leaves. It's like, it's gonna heal weird. I don't care. Alright. So with Lily, okay. Sorry, her heal my wounds, but is different, and the rest of her skills are surprise. If I told you now, you will be like, so she will do this and that. So you will have to wait to know.
What?
Wait a minute.
The author literally just said, what's that?
4 minutes.
Of what? Oh, wait,
No.
what?
Still got
Did I
another
miss you?
40.
Oh, my bad.
Sorry.
Chill out, we're okay. She literally just said that she doesn't want to tell us what Lily's powers are so that she can pull as many powers out of her ass whenever she wants as possible. That's what this just said. If I told you now, you'll be like, well, she will do this and that. But I want to make up however much bullshit later that I can, so I mean, she does stuff.
I'm gonna waste eons.
Trust me that I was always intended.
I'm gonna waste eons of your time telling you all of this other frivolous shit.
Telling you about my engineering degree.
The powers that my stand has? No, you're gonna have to wait for that. Thanks.
This is the best part.
Stand.
No!
So I think they're just gonna come
Okay, so with Lily, aka, the last clue I know I am in JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. I didn't see the anime. Well, not all chapters. This is the author telling the story as herself. This is not a story. This is, okay. I didn't see the anime. Well, not all chapters. I only watched the ones with my brother watched in the living room, so I don't know a lot from this series. I know that 3 people die, the waifu, the fortune teller, and the cute doggy. And then I loved Star Platinum so much that my brother gave me his poster of Star Platinum. So with the little I know about the series, I said Lily is a stan. But I'm calling her a fairy because it will be weird if I tell she is a stan and I can't back up where I get the information. This is the most amazing thing I've ever heard in my life. This is a fan fiction being written by someone who isn't a fan of the show.
Hey, Will.
No.
Will.
No.
I was thinking
No.
that I want to write a fan fiction
Okay.
myself about Demon Slayer.
Don't.
Well, ask me if I've seen the show.
John, have you seen Demon Slayer?
No. I know that there's a lolly with a thing in her mouth.
That's enough to go on. You're
Yeah, I'm good. I think we'll get there. I think there's demons and they might be slayed.
Do it!
No, you're good. Start.
All right, perfect. Where's my pen?
Okay. And now it's time for another fun fact. Okay. Fun fact. She knows she is Anne's stand, just didn't care. She wasn't JoJo's stand, just happened that his brother was the fan, so she didn't go out of the way to see the anime. If his... This is a fun fact of the author telling us a fun fact about herself in the third person.
I have come to the
Is
conclusion.
this gonna be forever?
Yes!
I have come to the conclusion that I want to die.
She wasn't JoJo's fan, just happened that his brother was the fan. So now she's both his and her.
Okay,
Okay?
great.
That's information I didn't expect to learn, but alright.
Sure.
So she didn't go out of the way to see the anime. If his brother was she and his, words apart.
She's gender fluid, okay?
That's clearly
Just go with it. It's fine. It's
If
fine.
his brother was watching the anime in a common area of that, from sentence to sentence, that gender is extremely fluid. It is becoming steam.
Try to keep up.
She's gender gaseous.
Gender plasma. We're there.
Okay. If his brother was watching the anime in a common area of the house, she would have watched it with him, and her stand is a female version of Star Platinum 1. She is in love with the stand in a...
Are we just telling the story again? What's
I don't
happening?
know what's happening. In a platonic way, and 2 her favorite colors. One day my mother left a present for Aunt Holy and Jotaro and asked me the night before... Okay, thank God. Alright. Left a present for Aunt Holy and Jotaro and asked me the night before they go in a business in a trip. This time for 3 months. She told me to deliver it in the morning to them. Now I am 18-year-old, so I can stay at home. I'm going to hope and pray that that just isn't worded really weirdly and it didn't skip like a massive amount of time after after it's like, she told me to deliver it in the morning to him. 18 years later. So now I am 18 years old, so I can stay at home. But just for holy peace of mind, I go there and at least 2 times every day, 1 in the morning and 1 in the night, so she know I am fine before I get dinner with them. But with JoJo and his new attitude of, go away, Okura.
That That's my attitude!
Everyone's attitude. I only go see hi to Aunt Holy and get in my merry way. She gets in her own way so she can never leave. She's still trapped there on the front step. And Jojo just walks in every morning and glares at her and then goes to school. So when I get there the next morning, I found Aunt Holy in the yard with some clean clothes. Aunt Holy, my mom sent you this. And I show her the wooden box. Where do you want me to put this? I said, taking the basket of clean laundry and giving her the present. No.
What's in the box? What's in the box?
Oh my, thank you, O-chan. Can you put it in the living room? I'll afford it later after breakfast. I hate this human. We've never met, but we would never be friends. We would never be friends. She said happily to me, I just nod and take my way to the living room. We have some guests, so maybe you can stay for breakfast? She said with puppy A's. A's! She knows that I'm avoiding Jojo. When I returned to the kitchen, I found her unconscious in the floor.
She dimensionally slipped!
She's caught in the space-time continuum.
Oh
No amount of deal killing will solve this fucking problem. It's all over.
no! Apocalypse from X-Men came by and just... Yeah, you're dead.
She meant the ancient one.
Oh my god. All right. I found her and a dark-skinned man checking her back, and Jotaro struggling with an old man. Okay, so now what we are doing here, raise your hand if you have never seen JoJo's Bizarre Adventure Stardust Crusaders. This is literally the scene from the second episode, from like the first episode of the show. This is just the show now. So ladies and gentlemen, we will be ending this at the end of chapter 1.
Thank you.
Oh, you're not gonna thank me when you find out what's next. Aunt Holy, I run to her and sit in the floor in front of the man. Is the floor made of jello? What the fuck is happening? In front of the man, and then I see her back. What is this? I said, looking at the vines wrapping around her back. What are those vines? They're vines.
Wait a minute, explain more.
No.
Okay.
We have to get through. We have to get past this. I asked, turning to Jojo. He and the old man looked at me with surprise, as there was no answer. She just runs up and sits down, and she's like, "What are those vines?" And they all looked at her like, "What the fuck are you doing here?"
Now look at her.
Get out!
Now look at her and go, bitch, are you for real?
Oh my god. All right. I asked him and no one answered. What are those vines? I asked him and no answer. They're just like...
Just keeps asking.
I didn't know this happened in the anime. In which part this... Oh my god. And this men didn't help at all, so I asked for help. Lily, can I do something? Then Lily appeared by my side. When we reached for the vines together, those lashed at us, getting a pretty bad whiplash in the hand, getting a little bit of blood from where the thorns pierced the skin. That's not how it works. Okay.
I don't think you got a whiplash from a whip.
No.
That's something else.
Those are two different things. Whiplash is a colloquialism. Okay. Okay. And this men didn't help at all. Yeah, why would they help you, you fucker? So I asked for help. Lily, can you... Okay, I'm sorry. When I was reaching again for her, I was stopped by Jotaro. Okura, stop. He hugged me from...
Oh, man! It's starting to steam up. What do we got?
More than a hug, I was restrained by him. No, Lily, heal her, I said to Lily. The vines lashed again at Lily. Don't stop, Lily. At least bring the fever down, I said to her. Stop this instant, Okura, Jojo said to me in a serious voice. Now seriously, get the fuck out. I wish. The end, right? I don't wanna, we need to help Aunt Holy, I said, struggling with him. That's my version. Then another spirit appeared and stopped Lily. He only restrained her hands. He looked like her. Oh my God, it is Star Platinum. I can't believe I am watching him.
What?
I can't believe I am watching him. That's...
Where's my watch? Oh, there. How'd it get in there? Oh, yeah.
Later with my fangirl mode. I need to help Aunt Holy. Lily and Star Platinum keep staring at each other in a really intense way. Wow, this is really helping. I need to help Aunt Holy, and the two of them are just like...
Those stands are gonna pork. Star Platinum's like, it's like I'm looking in a mirror.
Since when you have a stand? By the way, at this point, his stand is still not named Star Platinum. Just for the record, but that's the least of our fucking problems. Since when you have a stand? JoJo asked me, and you called her Lily? Stand? She is a fairy, I said while Lily and I struggled with both of them. Damn, JoJo was the only one strong enough to restrain me.
What? No.
I don't believe that.
Please end my suffering. Girl, you can't do a thing about... Oh my God, no.
Girl!
Ladies and gentlemen, allow me to present Racism, where this girl saw a picture of Avdol and assumed he was black.
Oh no!
Girl, you can't do a thing about this. You will end up hurting Mr. Holly more than help her. The dark-skinned man said. No, now it doesn't say dark-skinned man. Like, you know, it was an adjective. It says the dark-skinned man. JoJo's racist adventure. So I stopped to fight JoJo. I clothed Aunt Holly in her futon. He took his roller up and threw her against the wall. Move, bitch, it's time to fight. We'll remember you later, or whatever. Then JoJo, well, Avdol explained what was happening. JoJo only introduced this people to me. Muhammad Avdol, who I somehow still think is black. Joseph Joestar, that is his grandpa, and a young man that looks the same age as Johto, and me, Johto and me, Noriki Kakyoin. Kakyoin is kind of cute. I am so sorry for calling him JoJo's waifu now.
No, Charlie, he said the waifu died in the story. They thought that Kakyoin was a girl.
You're hired.
Alright, you're the first member of the Big Brain Battle.
No, the second member. We got one more.
Second member. Welcome. My brother was so mad at me the time I said that at the end. Jesus Christ, thank God. We're not dead. I'm not joking.
Ladies and gentlemen, there are 4 more chapters of this.
We will not be reading now or ever. Yeah, okay.
So, instead, we're gonna switch gears.
We're gonna switch gears to
a
a time-honored tradition.
Time-honored tradition, and like the last 2 ones that we did, we gave a little audio clue about what's going on.
But we don't even need. So you go ahead and play your audio
I
clip.
sure will.
Yeah, this is,
As soon as I find.
it's very.
Where did it go?
It's very poignant and important.
Yes, it is. There it is. All right. So the last couple of clues. This is what you get for this one.
There's a certain movie that came out this weekend. It's a very popular video game character. Ladies and gentlemen, I would like to present to you Sonic's Knock-Up.
Oh yeah, it's Sonic
It's time for
Emperor.
Emperor.
We're getting there, baby.
Go back! We need to go back! There is no going back! We're here now! This is what you wanted!
This ain't a movie, Marty. We're here.
Alright, you can start.
All right.
Start with the whole text.
Sonic's Knock-Up
Chapter 1, Finding Out.
First we get the little description. Yeah, this story just popped up from my head and some help from my girlfriend, LOL XD. She's not a big fan of mpreg. Yeah, good! Don't have children!
A shock to some, I know. Like, seriously?
But wait, the sentence goes on. But likes to have some role-playing with same rules as always.
Roll for initiative! Okay, so I would just stop, everything stops. His girl likes role-playing. So, let's try to riddle out if she, A, likes to role-play as a pregnant man, or if she likes to role-play as if this individual is pregnant.
Yes to both.
I think this is a man. Let's just assume she likes to role-play as if this author was a pregnant man.
He continues.
Bullshit.
I welcome nice comments and flamers. Whoa, hey, whoa, current here, you can't say that.
Guys. I know we cannot go from racism to homophobia. It's just...
Flamers, you helped me boost up my comments. Go ahead.
Between sentences, she learned nothing. He learned nothing.
Because at least you have the time to commit something, unlike others. Unlike some other, to like mpreg, then don't comment, I can't say anything more.
I like the flamers, but flamers shut the fuck up.
I do not own any Sonic character, copyright Sega. Okay.
This isn't an official licensed product of Sega Entertainment in the USA.
Okay.
Well then I'm just out. I'm done.
I can't tell if this time is part of the thick or not, but I'm just gonna say it. June, Tuesday, 12th, 10:45 a.m. I'm lying down on my bed and confused. It's been a while since I've been out of my bed.
That's me in 2 hours. Lying down in my bed, confused.
My stomach has been giving me trouble for the last couple of days. I don't even remember what happened a week ago or so.
It was a real bender, if you know what I mean.
Ow! Well, that chili dog just didn't sit well. Ow! I don't feel so good. I rushed to the bathroom, slamming the door open in the process, and finally dashed to the toilet.
Gotta puke fast.
I dunk my head down.
Gotta really fast.
Just like straight into the water, right into the toilet water. I dunk my head down and vomit last night's dinner. There goes a chili dog. So much for eating. I'm not going to eat for the next couple days. Now see.
Gotta start fast.
Now see. No, you said that wrong. Gotta fast. Damn it. See, now seeing the sight of food makes me want to throw up. What the heck is happening to me? What could cause me to feel this way? I pick myself up from my bathroom floor and wash my mouth
all of the cocaine and vodka. That's what I'm...
It's a hell of a bender. Yeah. And I wash my mouth out with mouthwash. After cleaning my mouth, I take a quick shower. Thank God! I was hoping that this fanfiction would describe the most mundane bullshit ever. Feeling the hot water streaming down all over my head. Oh, sorry. Feeling the hot water streaming down on all over my head simply felt amazing. The hot water felt good, just like a jacuzzi. I wish we had one. But Tails said we're always busy and didn't think it was a good idea to buy one. Yeah.
Yes, no. Tails. Yeah. Where did you think this was going? No. Did you think Amy was going to be a futa that impregnated him? Look, that's too fucking weird, apparently. Somehow, that's too weird.
Tails and I had bought a 2-story house with a small brick yard, but I should have known him. Half of the house is used for his experiments.
In giving Amy a penis.
I also remembered down the street, Silver lives alone in a 1-bedroom apartment. He's told me he was thinking of asking Shadow out, but was scared of being with someone. I just told him to go for it and see what happens. Be careful of the edge, though.
It cuts very deep.
As for me, I don't really like being tied down. For starters, I don't like guys, and second, I just have my own reasons.
That's it. No, we weren't even, it wasn't a joke. He went on a massive coke bender, blacked out for a week, and got knocked up by Tails. That's the story. Amazing.
I mean, there is Amy, always taking me out places and such, but when she expects a kiss from me on every date we've had, I always just give her a quick pat on the back. she goes, and he just goes, there. No. She must be so thirsty to come back even once after that fucking shit. She's a good person, it's just our age difference. I'm 18 years old and she's only 14. What would people think of me going out with a minor? Totally don't want to be known as Sonic the Pedo Hog. You doing okay back there, boss?
Alright. None of this is okay.
But he says he doesn't want
I want you to understand what just happened. This human, allegedly, this alleged person, wrote Amy as underage to make an excuse for Sonic to bonk Tails on the rig. That's what just happened. He made Amy underage so that Sonic could become gay later.
I got some bad news for you. Tails is also younger than Sonic.
Tails is young.
And ladies and gentlemen, thank you for coming to the...
Putting on new pairs of white socks, I walk down the stairs holding my hand onto my stomach while rubbing it. I just feel so pregnant. It's weird.
Oh, I think I must have eaten so much, it's like I'm gonna have a food baby. Tails in the kitchen. It's not food.
I saw Tails making some coffee and pancakes. Morning, Sonic. Do you want some of my delicious pancakes?
Is that a euphemism? You want some of this delicious cake?
I think I'll pass.
I'm going to make this as uncomfortable as possible.
Oh, mission accomplished.
Oh, well.
I think I'll pass. I just found myself this morning throwing up the dinner you made into the toilet.
You're a terrible fucking cook. This is your fault. You did this. The vomit is still on his face just so he can make Tails feel extra bad.
Not again! This would be the third time that happened to you! I don't think it's anything bad. I probably just have the stomach flu. I don't know, Sonic. Maybe we should go see a doctor. Hell no! Sorry, Tails, for my language. Went a little overboard there. But I don't like those kind of places. I knew you would respond like that.
You have to sit in the waiting room. You can't run fast or anything.
Tails,
Gives him the shakes. He's like...
I knew you would respond like that. That's why I'm getting you a private doctor tomorrow. Will it be Dr. Botnik?
This is just going to be a circle of all male characters pregnant by the time we're done with this shit. They all got each other pregnant. It's like an Ouroboros sinking itself.
How about it? Does that sound good to you? Well, if you say so, all right. But if I feel uncomfortable, sorry, but no more doctor for this hog. Talking about his dick?
Sonic has come out as vehemently anti-vax. weird political stance for Sonic the Hedgehog to take, but here we are.
After some time has passed, Tails went down to the basement to finish up one of his projects. Yeah, sure. To finish up one of his projects. While he was busy by himself, I grabbed my shoes and opened the door to breathe in the morning air. It was a bright, beautiful summer morning. The best thing about summer was no rain. I hated rain. The ground is too moist, and I always had a hard time not slipping.
Is this a sand talk?
This is not on Earth. Sonic the Hedgehog doesn't happen on Earth. It happens on a planet called Mobius, remember?
I began stretching
Still,
my
it's
legs.
bullshit, but anyway.
I heard a voice behind me. It was that emo hedgehog Shadow.
That itchy motherfucker. Ow! God, get rid of him already. Shadow, why are you not dead yet?
I see you're going for another morning run. Well, I had been feeling ill for a couple days and missed running. How about we have a race? It's been a while since we had one. Sounds like a good plan. Just don't go about crying when I beat your butt. Sorry for the language. Oh, don't worry. I'll make sure you be the one. Shadow, hold on for a moment. Both our ears perked up and into the air. We turned around.
I voice Silver, because I know so well this character.
Absolutely. Apparently it's Silver, yeah. So.
Shadow, hold on for a moment.
Nailed it.
Oh, you're gonna see in a minute that I really nailed it.
Both our ears perked into the air. We turned around to see Silver running towards us. The poor thing has trouble running. I mean, even Big is faster than him. Such a sad and tragic shame.
Why does this character hate Silver the fuck? Oh my god.
Such a sad and tragic shame, isn't it? When he was finally in front of us, he was trying his best to catch his breath.
Shadow, I need to ask you something.
Can it wait? I'm about to have a quick and easy win with this dork.
Hey, you shouldn't.
No, sorry, that's Sonic.
I know there's no one
It's
to
tough to tell. Hey, you shouldn't be talking. You already know I'm gonna beat you. How about you take Silver with you? Earth to Sonic, are you okay in there? You see, he can't run. I mean, you should give him a piggyback ride. I can't because I'm not feeling good. What? That sounds kind of gay.
No, what? Oh, no. Shadow, come on. You wouldn't think that
I've looked so many times.
Shadow slowly turned his head to examine Silver's body up and down. Then,
Sonic, stop being gay. Well, hello there.
Then, finally giving in, he lowers himself down and turns his back to Silver, having one knee on the floor. I did this on purpose to try to get these guys together. Silver mounted out.
No,
I'm sorry. So, does it say mounted? Good lord. Oh, Silver mouthed out.
Thank you.
To me. He then slowly took his time getting on Shadow's back. Once he was on him, he wraps his silvery arms around Shadow's non-existent neck.
Yes, it is an existential paradox. No. We don't know. And what's about to happen is not going to help.
He then wraps his skinny twig legs around Shadow's waist. Shadow then picks
They
himself
all have skinny twig legs because they're cartoons.
Yeah, well, Shadow then picks himself up and wraps his two strong arms under Silver's legs.
His two strong stick arms.
Oh, baby.
Twig arms, sorry.
All right, Blue. Can we finally start this race? This is gonna be easy. This kid is light as a leaf. I looked to my right, looking at Silver. His face was blushing red. He was burying his face into Shadow's back. Then I look at Shadow, who was waiting for my call to start our race. All right, get ready, set, banana!
I didn't say anything.
Yeah, whatever, you idiot. You're lucky I don't have my gun with me.
You said banana time for a murder. My parents were killed by a banana.
Or maybe I could just throw this cute hedgehog at you instead. Oh, what was that? I didn't quite catch that. Did you just call Silver cute?
What do you mean so gay, Sonic? Fag.
I would. Let's just go. Shadow looked away, but I caught a glimpse of his face. His cheeks had begun to light. I'm sorry, it wasn't his cheeks. His cheeks had begun to light up with a soft pink blush. My plan was working faster than I expected. Fast? Yeah. Silver then again mouthed the words,
Thanks, Sonic.
I began to start my Infinity 8 and whoosh off.
Nope, just keep going. Don't. No.
Yeah, that's the animation part. God, all that waiting was making my legs itch.
Is he saying that they did the same race for 8 episodes? Is that the...
No. It was making my legs itch. I never liked waiting, but in a quick second, I heard fire, sparks, and dirt grinding.
Oh, I finally figured out. You skipped a part by accident.
What?
You skipped a part.
No. Where?
Oh, I'm sorry. No, we're not there yet. Yeah, sorry.
Sorry. I looked behind me and saw Shadow with a devilish smile. Or maybe he was just ready to kick my butt for messing with him. He finally caught up with me. Silver waved a hello with his cheeks still
No, you
blushing.
didn't miss it. You know the rules, Shadow. I get a 20-minute head start.
Whoa, how did I miss that? I'm sorry.
Yeah, that's what I thought. You know the rules, Sonic. Sonic said banana, and Shadow false started. So now Sonic gets a 20-minute head start.
I'm sorry.
Are they racing around are they circumnavigating the globe?
Yes.
All right.
What race could they possibly be having that would take longer than 20 minutes?
All right. So now they got the fire, sparks, and dirt grinding. I looked behind me and saw Shadow with his devilish smile. Or maybe he was just ready to kick my butt for messing with him. He finally caught up with me. Silver waved a hello. Hey, loser, don't you dare think I can't win just because I'm carrying extra weight. Nah, I wouldn't want someone to be left behind, but... Hey, are you okay? You look like you're going to, you know... Of all times, my stomach began to cringe with a turning feeling, and then it happened. I stopped in my tracks and ran over to a bush. Holding a hand over my mouth, I could feel the fluids coming up my throat. I removed my hand quickly to allow myself to puke out well, we're not going to talk about the consistency of it.
A creamy liquid.
The green grass. I gagged more and more. I felt like I couldn't stop, but then I felt a hand on my back. Hey, Sonic, are you all... Well, I guess it's Silver. It's Silver.
It's Silver?
Yeah.
Is it?
Yeah.
Okay. Hey, Sonic, are you alright? Do you go to the hospital?
After I was done purging all the food that I had in my stomach, I looked up to see a worried Silver. Constantly making sounds for some reason. He was... He was holding a cell phone in his hand, and his other was still on my back. Shadow was right behind him, holding his hands on his hips. Are you all right, Faker? That's a lot of puke.
I didn't think that word was going to end with cur. I'm just going to say that right now.
Are you all right, Faker? That's a lot of puke you just threw up.
God, you're such a poser.
That was a lot of creamy puke with a strange consistency that you just threw up.
Maybe we can have this race another time. No, I'm all right. Bleh. I've just been feeling a bit woozy bleh, for the past couple of days. I haven't even gone for a run in a little while. I miss the rush, especially when I'm running with you.
With me?
Yeah, who else can I run with? Silver would be a boring race if he didn't cheat with his ESP.
Well, I mean, I'm trying my best to run faster, but I guess my body's just not meant for running, Sonic. Sorry that I can't be any faster.
Wait a minute. Silver is cheating with ESP. Silver is cheating with ESP, but doesn't Shadow have like fucking rocket shoes on? Is that not cheating?
Look, man, if you accuse him of cheating, he'll shoot you in the face.
Oh, I'm sorry, I forgot. It's not your fault, Silver. With some help from Silver, Shadow walked me into the center station downtown. Silver bought a pretzel and offered me a small bite, but I asked him nicely to take the food away from my face.
Unless he wants to see vomit all over him. Unless he wants to see vomit all over him. So Sonic's threat is that Silver has to close his eyes, he's going to throw up all over him, and then he's going to lead him to a mirror and have him open his eyes to see vomit all over again. What a bizarre bastard.
Within 20 more minutes of walking, we made it to the hospital. Shadow asked me to take a seat while he asked for help. Silver was chowing down on a chili cheese dog with extra cheese. Did he just buy a pretzel?
This is why he can't run fast. He is obese as hell.
Getting carried on people's backs just gives me the munchies.
I've been working so hard today.
Are all our phones going off again with another? Would you all stop kidnapping people, please? Jeez. Talk about mouth-watering, yet at the same time I wanted to puke. That's a different kind of mouth-watering.
It was delicious and disgusting at the same time.
Shadow came back from talking to the nice lady at the desk. She said the doctor will see you in a couple of minutes. Thanks, guys. I hope they can help me. I hate coming to places like this. Oh, I have to call Tails. He originally made an appointment for me tomorrow. Don't worry, Sonic. I'll call him.
I'm sorry.
Oh, is that Sliver? Oh, I'm sorry.
Sliver?
Close enough, whatever.
Don't worry, Sonic. I'll call him. I'll be right back.
Silver walked away to call Tails. I'm going to slap you if you don't stop this.
I'm going to.
Silver walked away to call Tails. I can't believe I feel so dependent. It just feels too awkward. Usually I help the people in need, but now I'm getting help. It just doesn't seem normal. Out of nowhere, my nose was flicked. Pow! Ow! Jesus! Ow!
Is it Charmy B?
I'm sorry, ow! Had any particular reason why you did that? I don't know.
Yes.
You were, I'm guessing it's Shadow. Okay.
Yes.
You were spacing out, so I thought I could bring you back to reality. Sorry, I was just thinking about things, you know? Don't worry, Faker. Maybe it's just the stomach flu. I mean, it can't be anything serious, right?
Don't worry, Faker. Maybe you're actually sick. Okay, thanks, Shadow, you edgelord piece of shit.
Yeah, I got a question to ask you. Is there someone you? That's the sentence.
Is there someone you?
Is there someone you? Okay, thank you. That's the answer is yes. Well, at the moment, I can't say it because my feelings are too confusing. I tried so hard and got so far. Wait, why are you asking me this? If you're thinking of hooking up with me, Sonic, fat chance. You're just not my type. Yeah, same here. You're not my type either.
But why are you confused?
But why are you confused? I don't know.
Stop being gay!
That's
Hey, Sonic, I tell Tails to cancel your appointment.
Okay, thank you, Silver. That's good enough. Right. Silver always.
I have to start over. You ruined my performance. Stop trampling all over my one line out of every 50.
Oh, stop trampling all over the line.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hey Sonic, I told Tails to cancel your appointment. I hope that's not a problem. I mean, okay, you don't have to tell me that. I don't know what to do.
None of this is on the page. Silver always cuts in at the wrong moments. You don't say. I was so
You was on the page at exactly the right moment.
I was so close to Shadow telling me about his secret lover, but he ended up walking away from me and told us he was going to take a smoke. Oh, that's Silver again.
Hang on, I'm taking a smoke.
Oh, sorry. Don't let me interrupt you.
Okay.
I like Shadow so much, but I hate that habit of him.
You can't change a person, Silver, but I have to agree, I don't like smokers either. This is an odd angle for this.
This is like the opening of
take.
DMC5 where, what's her name, is like smoking the whole time and then on the road it says, "No, the Motorcar 5 does not encourage the use of cigarettes."
I don't like smokers either. All of a sudden it cuts to Sonic Says.
Smoking is not cool. Don't get cancer fast.
Silver took a deep breath and let out a sad sigh. He placed his head on his hands and just stared at the waiting room's ugly green carpet. Poor guy loves a guy who doesn't even know about his feelings, I guess. If you're gay, it is hard to find someone. If you're gay, it is hard to find someone or to be in relationship. I wouldn't know since I'm not gay myself. Thank you.
The more you know.
I heard approaching footsteps on the squeaky floor and saw a nurse dressed in all white. She was a cat with 2 big brown spots on her eyes. I got up from my seat with Silver following me. She led me to a small room and made me feel claustrophobic and told me to wait. Silver was sitting in one of those chairs you can spin. When we heard a knock at the door, Silver stopped spinning and sat up straight. I expected to see my doctor, but it was just Shadow. He patted off some cigarettes.
Dr. Shadow here. I've got your prescription.
He patted off some cigarette ashes that got on his chest fur. So is he just smoking like...
His chest fur is the ashtray.
Hey, the nurse told me you were here. No, it's fine.
Okay.
Ew, Shadow, you smell like one of those cancer sticks. Yuck. Remember, kids.
No, that is not a sentence. No, that is not a sentence. That is a sentence. No.
Shut up, faker. It's either smoking or cutting.
Take us back to JoJo.
We have to go back. Which sounds better to you? Silver and I didn't say anything, we just look at each other in silence. Yeah, fuck this guy. Then I felt this sort of awkwardness. I kind of wish I didn't make that stupid comment. Yes, Sonic, it's your fault. Not this guy's edgelord.
Not the guy who thinks those are the only 2 options in life.
I knew the reason why he smokes, but that story is for another time.
Good, thank God. Okay, that's another time. There is no other time, so that's fine.
Because my doctor just came in, she was a creamy cat with curly black hair.
Ew, creamy wise.
Yeah, and an afro style that went below her shoulders. She had golden eyes and was wearing a lab coat over a purple dress.
Isn't Cream the rabbit?
No, a creamy color.
No, the character.
Yes.
Okay.
Do you want to be the
I
doctor?
don't know why I know that.
Do you want to be the girl doctor?
No.
It's the only voice he can be bollocks to do anymore.
Hello, I'm your doctor. The name is Jasmine. So what seems to be the problem?
I've been feeling a
Deal
little...
with it.
I've been feeling a little woozy lately, and sometimes in the morning I have small headaches.
Oh, well, have you taken any pain relievers?
I don't take pills of any kind. Remember, kids, don't take pills of any kind.
No good.
That's no good.
Alrighty then, I'm going to go do some tests and see what happens, alright?
Wait, I just realized what I was reading.
I'm just gonna start doing random shit to you and poking you with all sorts of sharp implements. Let's see what happens. First, I need you to pee in this cup here.
She just pulls out a pee cup in front of Silver and Shadow. She's just like, yeah, go for it. Bathroom, nah. She pulls out a small cup from one of her pockets in her coat. Shadow and Silver begin laughing their butts off. I glare at both of them and then slowly take the cup. I walk out of the room and went to the restroom down the hall. I took out my member from my pouch and pee in the small cup. Thank you.
From his pouch.
Wait, Sonic's a marsupial.
You know what? Never mind.
Gotta pee fast. And this is so
Why in the hell would they decide to all of a sudden, and only in this one way, make this hedgehog anatomically correct?
Well, hey, at least it's not Knuckles. He's
Stop! No, you're not.
He would need 4 cups. He's got it, yeah. This is so awkward peeing in this thing.
Is he doing it in front of Shadow and
No,
Silver?
he went to the bathroom.
Oh, is he doing it in front of Shadow and Silver?
After I was done peeing in the cup, I washed my hands and closed it. I stepped in front of the door and opened it. Hopefully
Thank you for the moment-to-moment play-by-play.
Closes the cup, walks to the door, opens the cup. I hid the cup behind my back, so Shadow wouldn't make fun of me anymore.
Thank you for the pee sample. I'll be back with your results.
Before you go, can you ask me why you need my pee? How is it going to tell you what's wrong with me?
Your pee can tell us if your body's dehydrated, malnourished, or if you have any viruses. Do you have any more questions?
Who knew my pee could say so much about my body? Da, 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 da. I had nothing more to say, so I shook my head, meaning no. She smiles at me and walks out.
Just in case you guys didn't know what shaking your head meant.
No. She smiled at me and walked out of the room.
Sonic, what do you think you have? I'm so confused. I'm sorry.
Hatred for you! I don't know, Silver. I hope it's nothing too serious. Oh, this is Shadow now. No, I don't think so. It could be from eating too many of those chili dogs. See, Faker? That's why I would never eat those things. For your information, Shadow, you'll never know the great taste of the chili dog, so shut up, because you're really annoying. Oh, some mood swing that was. Sorry for the butt hurt, Sonic. Sheesh, nothing to be angry about.
Yeah, Sonic, calm down. I don't think Shadow meant nothing like that. I think he's just a nice guy.
Silver, shut up! Your voice is like a broken record! Thank you!
That's actually on the page.
What the heck just happened to me? I just went off on Shadow and Silver. Where did this come from? Mood swings? Oh God, maybe something is wrong with me. I think I hurt Silver's feelings more than Shadow's.
Sonic, you really hurt my feelings.
Shut the fuck up, Silver!
Please tell me
His eyes were getting all watery and turning red. Then finally, he got up from his seat and walked out of the room, covering his face from me and Shadow in the process. Bitch. He left in a hurry and the door slammed on his way out. Shadow then glares at me. What's with him?
No, the Sonic says what's with
Oh, I'm sorry. What's with him? Sheesh, Sonic. You know he's soft-hearted. His feelings are soft as marshmallows. And you think he can deal with you not yelling at him. Also his ass.
Stop being gay, Sonic.
Bitch, shut up. I didn't mean to yell at him. I mean, I don't know anymore. I'm just stressed. Now I feel like a douchebag for yelling at Silver. Yeah, the kid is super soft, but God, he's 17. He should be a man and take it in the balls.
From down the hall, he just hears.
That ain't how that works. That ain't it, Chief. But I do have to apologize to him later. My thought bubble burst when my doctor came back in.
What?
That's you, Doctor.
Oh, well, Sonic, we found something quite surprising.
I'm slowly dying from an unknown disease?
Well, it's better to say it quickly than slowly explaining it. Sonic, you're pregnant.
I'm what?
The end. You know what? I feel like we didn't perform tonight. I feel like we survived.
Well, hey, that is all the time we have for tonight. We're just about to wrap things up. Thank you so much, everybody, for coming out. Please, if you haven't yet, check out our YouTube channel called Animerica.
Animerica.
We post reviews of anime, we do a ton of different formats, and we post videos of these bad fan fictions.
Yes.
So if you like tonight, you can watch previous ones, and you'll see this one uploaded soon.
And I mean, if you go to our channel...
Shut the fuck up, Silver!
No, we have several of the last few years of bad fan fiction panels as well. An ongoing series that we started at Anime Minneapolis, and that's why we do it there, is an ongoing ordeal with Sonic High School. That is an ongoing series. The first 3 parts are on our channel as well. So I hope you guys enjoy your time here, and I hope you have a great rest of your convention.
Thank you so much, everybody. Have a great rest of your convention.